Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Seminoles will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking for a productive play on first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They move the tight end all over. They feed him again. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Now he's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
He's looking for a man on second down. He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
No surprise, this offense has their foot on the pedal, trying to take advantage of a defense that struggled in their last game. Obviously, they lost that one, but nice play early, swatting that ball away. That should help this defense's confidence.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's got it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the...
Fires and picked off. Touchdown Bulldogs. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he pull you downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down, here comes this offense. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Off play action. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the air, it's Glenn. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth down.
The Noles send out the punt unit. A low line drive and short kick. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got enough space. Touchdown, Georgia. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you add my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly putting the Buckeye leaves on those helmets just yet. This is a tight one in Columbus. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Snags it over the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. And the Noles have a first down. No hesitation on that call, and no reason not to go for it on 4th and inches.
We're bigger than you, we're tougher than you, we're stronger than you, and we're going to get a push, and they did it right there.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. He wants to throw. pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Touch pass on the run. Still on his feet at the 35. All kinds of running room. He's at the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Florida State. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. On the move from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. The offense set for a first down play. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that pass is intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looking for a man, it's Glenn. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
The Seminoles have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 12. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this knee. He looks that one in nicely. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Oh, spins away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot. last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They've just got to do a better job finishing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that penalty, now they're set up inside the red zone on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Glenn. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 10 over Tennessee. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A 1st down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Glenn. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third down, going up top. That's caught. It's McCoy. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away.
Number 10 in punt formation to kick it away.
Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Looking deep down the right side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. He wants to throw here on second down. Makes his connection. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much line as possible.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets it out fast. Busts through behind his pad. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Glenn. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Ward or Chris Weinke, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And the Seminoles are flying down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accept. Creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, this defense is extremely disciplined. Right there, first down screen pass. It doesn't fool them. Nice play.
Looking to throw it again. He's got the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. The give to Davis. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Knowles! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Sam Houston has the lead right now. Huntsville has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Cincinnati. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Using his legs, it's Frazier. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He's going to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking to pass. It's Glenn. Quick strike complete. Makes the catch and knocked down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's looking for an open man on second down. Trying to get to him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Final play of the quarter coming. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
That makes the score Georgia 20, Florida State 17.
The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
To the air, it's Glenn. They get to him as he throws. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. In the red area, it's Frazier. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
3:25.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. It's complete to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. SMU is putting on an offensive clinic. Almost reminds me of the days of the great Pony Express. They're up by 23 over the Royals. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll leave it with him. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Seminoles. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide out in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Georgia.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking left. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. And now the ball is knocked free. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
Fires left. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Makes the grab. It's McCoy.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Dropping back, it's Glenn. It's complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Feeling some heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
3rd downs are so crucial, and quarterbacks, you want them to be, elite with their functioning, be able to go through their progressions, get rid of the football, not take sacks. But they just took a sack. How about the individual effort by that defense, understanding 3rd down and getting to the quarterback?
Gotta have it here on 4th down. He wants a big play here late. Touchdown, Florida State. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth.
Florida State.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Out of bounds at the 34. A productive job by the return team. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This time he's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Georgia.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.